Hello! There we go. Getting this positioned here. I am Phil. You may know me from the Player One podcast, which I co-host. You may also know me, we talk about video games on Player One. You may also know me from Points of Articulation, a podcast where my friend Justin and I talk about toys, including Lego bricks. And if you are tuning into this, you are watching me slowly build the fantastic Lego Ninjago movie Ninjago City set. I am currently about to start the 6th set of bags. There are 2 bag number 6s here. I'm going to set those there for a second. This here, you may notice, this is not the Lego Ninjago City. Instead, this is the inner workings. You may not be able to tell what this is right away, but maybe if I rotate it like this and get it out of the light there, you might be able to identify this. This is the inner workings of the BB-8 model that just came out on Force Friday 2. I picked this up at the Lego store just because it's an awesome looking model of the adorable little BB-8. I am not live streaming my building of this just because my son, who is 5, and I are building this together. He is finding the pieces in the pile and handing them to me, and I'm putting them together. So it is fantastic fun, but it's also taking significantly longer than just me searching through the pieces myself. So we're not airing that. That one's just me and my son having fun. But this is a cool little model so far. This is the bottom of BB-8. And so far we've just built that. And then the inner mechanism here, this actually allows us with these 2 dials on the side here. Those are going to be sticking out to the outer surface there. This one here allows you to, when you twist it, it rotates, or it bobs back and forth, and there is a gear right here that when you spin it, it actually spins. You may not be able to see it. It spins that gear right there, that tan gear, which spins a little Technic pin that you will put down there. This causes BB-8's head to bob back and forth and then rotate around. And then this one on the other side, if you have seen Star Wars Episode 7, you may recognize when BB-8 does this little maneuver. That is his little flame burner thumbs up motion. There will eventually be a curved surface on this side with one of the little round panels, and that will pop open when you turn this, and his little flame extends out there. You can see there's a little clear blue kind of crystal looking piece for that. So it's a really neat little mechanism. So fun model. I'll show this off once we get it completely built. But I know that has nothing to do with Lego Ninjago City. It's just a fun set that I am excited to be building. Of course, I'm also excited to be building Lego Ninjago City. So why don't I waste no further time and get those bags open. I'm going to set this out of the way right now. Get these dumped. Oh! We have some, is that not going to show up in the light there? There we go. We have some printed door pieces here. Looks like making the doors look like rice paper or something. Okay. There's that. Ooh. I've not seen this piece before. This kind of, let me get it into my searing white flesh there. that kind of decorative window element there, or little fence element. That's cool. Got a couple of those. There's also this little 1x4 half circle with the little decorative window pieces there. I have not seen that piece before either. So I do not know if they are new to this set, but they are new to my heart, and that's the important part. Let's see here. Get this open. Ooh, another few of these printed pieces. Let's see if those show up here. That little kind of 8 circle pattern there. These are 1x2s. I have 2 of them stuck there. There we go. Those were, I first saw those on the front of the boat there. Let's see, did I get everything out of there? Yes. And our second bag. And the smaller bag that came inside. There we go. Okay. Got that done. I have my sticker sheets here just in case we need them, and I hate stickers on Lego sets. Okay, first things first, let's put together the little minifigure in this bag. It is a woman. She has a dual printed head. She has a very, let's say again, got light glaring. I don't know if this is going to show up. Maybe not. She has a worried expression and a more serene expression. I'm going to give her her serene, somewhat skeptical looking face. Again, that's not, I don't even know why I'm holding it up. The light is too darn harsh. Forgive the harsh lighting. I have very poor lighting in this, well, in my whole place, really. Okay, so she is together. She's also, ooh, she's supposed to be holding a diamond. So there she is. Oh, Daniel from Australia. Good day, sir. Crikey, and shrimp on the Barbie and all that. It's nice to see, well, it's not nice to see you because I can't see you, but it's nice to hear from you. So, hello. And so there's our diamond right there. Let's see, who is this? Again, the instruction manual gives us a little character profiles for all of our minifigures. This is Ivy Walker, and that is in French, I think. I can't read that. It's in some language. Here we go. Ivy Walker is a busy working mom who barely has time to herself, but her most prized possession is her huge diamond. So, there we go. A lot of busy moms choose their huge diamond to calm their jangled nerves. There we go. Okay. Let's start building. We are going to be, I believe, putting a couple buildings here. Let's see here if I can angle that. Putting in some stuff on the top of this. We have the little robots living quarters and a little fish stand, a little fish market right there. Get a little dust off there. And I believe today we're going to be putting a couple buildings on top of here, and that's going to finish off the first level of the Ninjago City, and then we'll be moving on to stage 2. So, let me begin here. Let's see. So you may, I have not been chatting these past couple of builds, just because I've been kind of getting into it and into the relaxing state that I like to get into when I build with Lego. And so I just haven't been chatting. So hopefully, if you have watched me do this before, you don't mind me not necessarily chatting the whole time. But I do have a little bit to chat about today. First of all, you may be wondering what that is in the background. This giant thing here. And let me see if I can, let me get BB-8 out of the way here. Let me see if I can bring this thing down just so you can get a full sense of how big it is. Yes, Daniel asks if it's a new toy for Finn, my son, and yes it is. And it's a little heavy, but there's its head, there's its giant eyes, there's its mouth. Don't worry, I have it very securely held so it does not fall on the Lego, because this would scatter it all over my living room. I'm actually going to put him up, just in case. There's his big wings. That, my internet friends, is a Porg. This is, I'm going to get BB-8 out of here. This is a critter from the new Star Wars movie that's coming out, episode 8. And you may be wondering why I have a giant Porg. I wonder that myself as well sometimes. If you follow my Twitter, @WhimsicalPhil, you may already know the story of how I ended up with a giant Porg. The Porg, they're little... They're, from what I understand in the movie, they're diminutive, they're tiny, little penguin rabbit things is how my wife describes them, penguin rabbits. And that's not a terrible description, actually, because they kind of look like rabbits crossed with penguins. But yeah, they're the new little cute marketing machine that is going to be in the new Star Wars movie. I guess kind of like the Ewoks. But as I mentioned earlier, it was I think I mentioned this earlier. The other day was Force Friday 2, which is at least here in the United States, Force Friday 2 is a federal holiday. So office buildings shut down, and the kids get off school, and we all have to watch the Star Wars movies. But no, that's not true at all. It's a marketing day, an excuse to release new Star Wars toys, and for people to go to Walmart in costume. But yeah, this Force Friday was the release of the new all the new Star Wars toys based on the upcoming Episode 8 movie. So my friend Justin and I, and you will recall at the beginning of the stream here, I mentioned that my friend Justin and I have a toy podcast called Points of Articulation, where we talk about mostly Transformers and Lego, but other stuff on occasion as well. And we decided that we were going to go out to some stores that Thursday night before right before Force Friday. They were going to open at midnight to begin selling the toys as soon as they possibly can. And so Justin and I decided that even though it was a work night and we work at the same office, we decided we would go in tired the next morning by going to a Force Friday event. So we did. We decided to go to Target out of the possible stores that we could go to. We picked one of the local Targets, and we went there at around 11:30 at night, 11:30 p.m. There, the toys, of course, like I said, went on sale at midnight, so we figured, we'll get there half an hour early. If there's a line, we can get in the line, but we won't have to wait very long. None of us, to be perfectly honest, neither of us really had any big plans to purchase anything. Justin had a couple Lego sets that he wanted because they released the Episode 8 Lego sets as well, but he actually ordered those online from Lego's website, and I was interested in BB-8 here, but I planned to get him at the Lego store the next day. So we weren't really looking to buy anything. We just kind of wanted to go and see some of the new toys and enjoy the spectacle of a bunch of nerds standing in line waiting to buy toys in the middle of the night. So we go there, we get to Target, and they lead us to the back of the store, and there are 4 people in line. Just 4 dudes standing around. One guy was dressed up like Kylo Ren in a pretty good Kylo Ren costume. The other dudes were just there. But that was it. That was the crowd. One of the dudes who works at Target was telling us that, maybe we didn't promote it as much as we should have. Talking about their store specifically, I have no idea how Target as a chain promoted it, but we stood in line there, and as we're standing in line, the guy who worked, the Target employee, I guess I could say, instead of the guy who works at Target, there's a whole separate word that just means the guy who works at, or the gal who works at, or the gender fluid who works at. But the guy comes out and he says to us that they're going to have a raffle for a stuffed porg, and we're just like, oh, okay, that's cool. And he gives out the tickets, and he brings the thing out, and it's huge. It's I believe 4 foot tall. So he brings out this 4 foot tall stuffed porg and tells us that there's going to be a raffle, and I am just endlessly amused by that idea because, well, this thing it's ridiculously large, and who has room for that in their place? Who among us has room for that in their place? And so we're standing there, and this porg is right there, and they actually have 2 of them that they're giving away. There's 2, and I realized at that point that well, first of all, I realized that there's a couple pieces I can't find, and I'm a little curious about that. But so I'm realizing that there's a very strong possibility, if there are 6 of us in line and 2 of these giant porg, there's a very strong chance, the high probability, that either Justin or myself will win it. And I was, like I said, excited about that prospect and fearful of that prospect, and just kind of meeting in the middle and finding it hilarious, that prospect. And so I waited, and midnight rolls around, and we go get our toys, We ended up buying a couple things, nothing too exciting. If you listen to Points of Articulation, you can find out what we bought, but it's not terribly exciting. But we go there and we buy our toys, and then we're waiting at around the store by the cash register, and then they have the raffle, and some random guy wins the first one, and then Justin ends up winning the second one. They actually called his number. There ended up being about 20 people by the time everything was said and done. So the odds were not as great as they were, but still not bad, clearly, because Justin won the darn thing. Oh, Mark's Bricks asked if I'm planning to do streams with other sets. I don't know. Maybe. I did mention, if you weren't around earlier, I'm building BB-8 with my son. We're not streaming that just because building Lego with a 5-year-old is rough enough as is. I can't imagine anyone wanting to watch it. But yeah, if people seem to like this, then yeah, I might stream some other sets. I mean, it's still going to take me several more hours to get Ninjago City here done. And truth be told, I don't have the room in my place, nor the money to buy a bunch of really big, exciting sets like this. So if I do anything else, it'll probably be something smaller. But yeah, maybe. I might. So getting back to the Star Wars thing, Justin wins the darn thing, and he goes over and picks it up, and then he brings it back over and he hands it to me. And I'm all like, what's all this for? Oh, thank you for the thumbs up. Whoever gave me the thumbs up. Still got boxes to unpack before getting more Lego. Yes. And Mark also says that I could get a few sets from him. Yes. You have a bunch of sets you could just be swimming through. Oh, another thumbs up. Thank you. You're so kind. I am concerned that I am missing a piece. But I'm not so much concerned that I'm missing a piece, because it's actually two pieces. And it's the same piece. There are two 1x2 plates that simply do not appear to be here. And if there was one missing, I would think, okay, maybe it just fell on the ground or something, but they're both missing. So I have no idea what to do. Is this a production error? I read on the NeoGAF, in their excellent, they have a great Lego community on the neogaf.com there, but I believe I read a couple comments that people may be missing a couple pieces in their set here, but wait, there's a whole bag I forgot. Don't mind me. I just forgot a bag. There we go. It's a live stream. You never know what's going to happen. You could just forget a whole bag. There's our missing pieces. But, yeah, so Justin gives me the thing, and I ask him, are you sure you really want to give this to me? And he says that he does, and the reason he gives me is that I was very excited about it, which admittedly I was, and that I have more room for it in my place, which, although I don't have a lot of room because my house is still full of boxes because we recently moved here, I do have more space than Justin. And also that I have a son, which Justin is not. And my son would really appreciate getting a giant Star Wars monster. Which, of course, he would. He's 5. So, Justin gives me this thing, and I was the one who had driven us to the store, so I loaded into the back seat of my car, which was exceptionally difficult because I have a child safety seat in the back, of course, but also because this thing is massive. It filled up the entire back seat. But I got it home, and I have to get it into the house, and I sling it over my shoulder like Santa Claus, and I bring it in, and my wife is sitting on our couch, and she sees it, and she just starts cracking up. Because at first, when I'm first walking in, she just sees that I'm carrying something, and she says to me, like, "Oh, I thought you weren't planning on buying anything." Which, you know, as I said, I wasn't. But then I was just like, well, I bought a couple little things, but this is different, and I slowly kind of stagger in, really, carrying this giant thing, and yeah, she sees it, and like I said, just starts cracking up. But my son loves it. He really does. And I have a sticker to put on, number 39. There it is. I am building, let me show you what I'm building here. It's a little apartment. Look at the Lego bling bags. I'm for them. Let's see here. We're building a little, and again, the harsh lighting here. Let me see if I can maybe move this lamp a bit. We're building a little apartment. There's a bed here with a couple of pillows. We have a dresser with some drawers. And over on this side, we have blind bags. I don't know. I'm kind of for bling bags myself. But blind bags, I'm for them. We have a little TV stand, and I'm about to make a flat screen TV that I have to put a sticker on, unfortunately. So let me do that here. Yeah, I don't think the Porg is going to fit in there. Let me see, number 39, sticker. 39 is the TV screen. It is showing the title card for Good Day, Ninjago. Is that gonna... That's not gonna show up. Okay. I gotta get nice and close to the light. I do not know if the apartment will be accessible once it's all put together. I'm assuming it will be. Looks like there's a slot here for a door. So I'm not sure exactly how it's going to be positioned on here, but we'll find out. We will find out together. Okay. Hate stickers on Lego. I absolutely deplore them. And I'm a obnoxious perfectionist. So I have to make sure this is put on straight. I spent $300 on this darn set. I'm going to make sure the stickers are on straight. And almost. There we go. Good Day, Ninjago. Let me plug that little TV into our TV stand. And it's on a swivel, so you can angle it however you want it. I'll get a nice little angle so the folks watching, or the folks lying in the bed will be able to see it. Okay, let's see here. Back to the fun stuff. So yeah, now I have a giant Porg in my house, and my son loves it. he'll lie it down and jump and latch onto its tummy like it's Totoro. And I looked on eBay just because I was curious, because people are going to be selling that. And yeah, it's going for like, I saw one sell on eBay for like $500. And I've seen them offered for upwards of $1,000. So I asked Justin if he was upset that he gave his away to me. And because Justin is a super nice guy and like way chill, he was like, oh no, not at all. I'm just glad your son's enjoying it. So Justin's a good guy, is my point. Let's see here. Now I need those semicircle pieces that I showed at the beginning of the stream. Where'd the other one go? There was 2 here. It was standing on edge, so it was kind of hiding from me. And one of these. And there we go. There we go. And we're making a little decorative window right there. I'll show that off once I get it kind of locked in place. There we go. There's that, and there's that. So now, let me line it up here. It swivels. There we go. A nice decorative window for the apartment. Let's see here. And today is Saturday, as I am streaming this. Today I went to PAX here in Seattle. PAX West, or PAX Prime, as I guess the kids call it. So I went out there today and hung out for a few hours. Met up with my pal and podcast, well, he's the host of the, I'm just a co-host, but Chris C.J. Johnston. So I got to see him, grab some lunch with him, got to play the new Toe Jam and Earl game at Adult Swim Games, which was pretty nice. Let's see here. Just checking this. Seeing how they have these windows oriented here on the building. But yeah, I went to PAX today. Just mainly to see my pal CJ. I wasn't really looking to play anything specific or go to any panels or anything like that. It was just, just a chance to see my friend who normally lives far away and was in town for the weekend. So, where are you, little pieces? There can't be any extra bags, I'm sure of it. There's one of them. But, yeah, I played the new Sonic Forces game. I played the Xbox One version of that. I was pretty underwhelmed with it, especially because I mean, the 3D Sonic games never really worked for me. I know they have their fans. I'm not really one of them. And it just feels kind of especially after the Fantastic Sonic Mania that came out. I mean, if you're a fan of like the Sonic Generations game, or I don't know, I didn't play Sonic Boom, but if you're a fan of those 3D Sonic games, you'll probably like it because it looks really nice and everything. But yeah, it just didn't do it for me. Sonic Mania, the more kind of traditional 16-bit Sonic is just speaks to me more. I feel it's a better game. What else did I play? Yeah, I played the new Toe Jam and Earl game. And that was awesome, especially if you're a fan of the original Genesis game like I am. That was a ton of fun. What else did I play? I didn't play much. There's a Drop Mix is the new, I guess it's a game from Harmonix. It's kind of like it's coming out for, I guess like iPad is what they were playing it on. It felt to me like an app, because it's just you can make mixes and stuff like that. But they call it a game, so I guess maybe there's some sort of game element that they didn't demonstrate in the demo that I played. But yeah, it's this. It comes with a long little table that you place cards on. There's like 5 sensors for cards, and you plug your iPhone into the end of it to act as the screen, and you buy packs of cards, and they contain songs by different artists, like licensed songs, real songs, and the songs are kind of broken into different tracks. There's like the vocal track and the drums and the bass and the lead guitar and stuff like that. And you start putting down cards on the playing surface to start playing whatever chunk of the song is on that card. Like it actually, the table you put them on reads the card and starts playing the proper part of that song, and then you can start laying cards down over what you already have there, and it'll start playing the new beat or song portion, and it was pretty cool. It's totally not my I just talk about spend caps on the chat right now, which if you listen to Player One podcast, you know is kind of an in-jokey sort of thing. But it was really cool, and I might actually get it, even though I have no musical ability. But it was just fun to mess with making your own mixes with different songs, and then you can save them and share them and stuff like that. But yeah, it was neat, and they gave away a special card that they made up for the show, and it's like a remix of the. It's a remix of the theme song from the original Transformers show back in the mid-'80s, which I am, well, I mean, it's a terrible, terrible cartoon, but I'm a Transformers fan, so, I mean, I have nostalgic love for the Transformers cartoon, don't get me wrong, but, it doesn't hold up. Let's see here. I gotta put a sticker on, and I'm holding the manual up to the light to make sure I don't put it on backwards or upside down or whatever. Okay, this is oh my gosh, it's sticker number 1. It's sticker number 1. Is this? Let's see. Okay. Oh, this is going to be a pain. So it's a long, skinny sticker. Let's see here. Oh, perfect. Okay. So, yeah, so I played Drop Mix, and that was fun. And like I said, I got the little Transformers card for it, which will come in handy if I pick up the game, which, you know, I might do because it seemed like a fun little thing to mess around with. Let's see. Oh, that's a little decor. I don't know if that's going to show up. But yeah, there's a little flavor for the room there. Oh, and this is getting a rice paper door. Oh, when I played the Sonic Forces demo, the little prize you got for playing that was a instruction manual. Although they actually call it an introduction manual on the cover of the thing for Sonic Mania, which is a digital only release. Yeah, so that was cool. That's a cool little freebie to get. Let's see here. How does this little rice paper door? Oh, it slides in. We have a little sliding rail right there. And it just, I'm assuming we're going to put another sliding rail on top here. Let's see. Oh, yes, I was right. I should have looked one step ahead. Let's see here. So, oh, and there was a freebie for playing the ToeJam and Earl game. They gave away pins if you played a demo of that game. It was like you got to play for like 12 minutes. Just see how far you can get. But if you played through the demo, you got a ToeJam and Earl button, or pin, actually. Part of the Pinny Arcade series. So I got one of those for playing that demo. So that was really nice. Let's see here. Just kind of getting this apartment in order. Should I move this out of the way? I guess I should probably move this out of the way so you can kind of see what I'm doing here. What else did I do? Yeah, like I said, other than meeting up with CJ, I met another guy, Jared, who I've talked to online quite a bit, but never actually met in real life. But I got to meet him today and hang out with him for a little bit, so that was really cool. Jared's a super nice guy. He's one of the deal dudes over on not Jared from Subway. How dare you? That's no, I was not. Our chat right now, our live stream. No, I was not hanging out with Jared from Subway. No, I was hanging out with Jared from Cheap Ass Gamer, which is a great site. And like I said, Jared's like one of the main deal dudes. If you're you should follow him on Twitter, and follow Cheap Ass Gamer on Twitter, certainly, if you like video games and like good deals, because they post a lot of them, and I have certainly saved quite a bit of money buying games with a lot of the deals that they dig up. Let's see here. But yeah, I picked up a few things. Let me see here. 3 of those. 3 of the gold bars that are great. 2 of the little grills. 1 of these, this green plant. And 2 black 2x2 tiles. Okay. Yeah, I picked up a few things. While I was there, I got this, got my new SNK shirt, which is pretty fantastic. Oh, I put these little bars in the wrong place. They should go here, and here, and the grill pieces go here, I guess to kind of simulate a vent on the side of this apartment. Getting a little, that's not showing up because of the light, little brick decor. Yes, Daniel on our chat asks if the shirt is from Fangamer, and yes, it is. Fangamer had a pretty sizable booth store set up there, and they just had like all of their T-shirts and all of their the books that they've published, and you know, the key rings and everything like that. Just a ton of their merchandise, and there were quite a few things I wanted to get from there, but I didn't have the money to get a ton of things from there, so I opted for the SNK shirt just because it's a pretty sweet shirt. What else did I get? I got the instruction manual. I got the pin. Oh, I met the guy who does the comic strip Foxtrot, which you know, I think right now, because I'm broadcasting this so late, I think the only people on the chat might be from the other side of the planet. You know, I'm in the United States. So I don't know if that comic strip is known outside the U.S. But it's funny. Oh, okay. We have a Canadian. Good day, sir. And he knows Foxtrot. I'm assuming because I don't know. Maybe a she. I don't know. But this person knows Foxtrot. But yeah, the guy who does Foxtrot was there. It's a pretty but yeah, I'm a he. Very good. Yeah, he does a fairly nerdy comic strip in the papers, and so I guess he goes to at least, I don't know if he goes to a ton of conventions or anything, but he certainly goes to Penny Arcade because he just had a table out on one of the concourses, and he was selling pins. Again, official Penny Arcade pins. He had a few pins, and he had strips. He had some prints that he had made up, and he was selling the prints for I think just $10, and then he signs them for you. So I enjoy the Foxtrot comic. So and my wife does as well. So I bought a pin of the little lizard character from the strip chewing on a SNES controller, and I got a NTSC on our stream chat right now says that Foxtrot is one of the few strips in the paper that is worth reading, and I would agree with that, very much so. But I got the signed print, so that was exciting. And then what else did I get? Oh, I got a little pixel action. Well, not an action. I mean, it's a figure. It's not. I wouldn't go so far as to call it an action figure, but I got they had a little figure, a little pixel figure of the Tick from the if you're older like I am, Tick was a comic book and an old cartoon series, and then they did a live action series, and now there's another live action series on Amazon, at least in the U.S., starring Patrick Warburton. Patrick Warburton was in the original show. This one, the Tick, is played by Peter Serafinowicz, who is a British comedian, and he is hilarious. I'm a big fan of Peter Serafinowicz, and yeah, it's a really good show. But they made a little pixel figure of the Tick, so I picked that up just because I like the show. I like the new show especially. I picked up a pair of Mega Man headphones from Capcom's store that they have there. Let's see here. Hold on a second. Did I skip a step? I did. I actually skipped a step. That's what I get for chatting too much. But that's okay. I didn't, since I was just building this little roof. There's a word for that. The awning is the word for it. It's late. Cut me some slack. It's late. I was making this awning, so I didn't build anything over this area I have to put in now. So let's say I need that, and that, and that, and a 10. Yep. 1 by 10. Okay. So, what was I saying? See, now I completely forgot where I was. I was talking about... What time is it there? What time is it here? Probably close to 11. I can't see my... Almost 3 p.m. in the afternoon. Yes. No, it's definitely not 3 p.m. It's probably... If it's knocking on 3 p.m. your time, it must be nearing the top of the hour my time, which I know is 11 p.m. So it's 11 p.m. Oh, I was thirsty. But I'm sure that's what people want to see on these live streams, is some jerk shoveling soda in his face. But 12 hours. Oh, okay. They're talking amongst themselves now on the chat. Oh yeah, I got Mega Man headphones. I got the Capcom booth. They were selling headphones. They look like the ears on Mega Man's helmet. So they had them there, and I saw them and was just like, yeah, I should probably get these. I'm a Mega Man nerd. And, you know, I could use a new pair of headphones anyway, so I got those. Let's see here. I just attached the awning, and looks like I'm just about done with this little apartment. But, let me build this here real quick. I need 4 of these guys, and 2 of these guys, and 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Oh, if you are tuning into this, if you're actually sitting here and watching this, I'm assuming you like Lego. Relating to that topic, at PAX today, I did see Warner Brothers Games, who make the Lego video games. They had a booth there where they were showing off Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. I did not play it, mainly because I didn't want to stand in line. I mean, I like the Lego games, so I will be buying that game anyway, but what caught my eye, and yeah, I just didn't want to stand in line, but what caught my eye was that they had people manning the booths there and giving the demo, and they were giving away little bags. Little poly bags with Lego minifigure in there, and I got very interested suddenly in playing that demo if I could get a free minifigures, and I was trying to look and see which one it was, and it turned out it was the Iron Man, I believe the Silver Centurion, if I'm getting that name correct. I think I am. which was the pre-order bonus for, I believe, the Lego Avengers game. So I already had it, so I didn't have to stand in line to play. Hey, let's look at this little apartment I made. So we already saw the interior there, the bed, the dresser, the TV stand with the little TV. One side of the apartment, blank, kind of boring there. The back, well, actually kind of the side of the apartment is where we have that interior window, or the not well, interior window. We have a window that leads to the interior. Man, I can't talk when it's late. On the one side, we have this little vine growing off the side. We also have the, let me get the angle there. We have the sliding door. Little kind of rice paper looking door, like I said, and it slides back and forth. And there's little bricks blocking it on either side so it can't leave the structure. And then let me close the door. And then we have this side full of windows with 2 awnings on just some hinges right there to create those awnings. Yeah, so that's a really nice looking piece there. Let me see where they say to attach it. Let me rotate Ninjago City around, and I am attaching it right here. If I can get this lined up correctly. There we go. Okay. And to answer an earlier question, yes, there's a little walkway. A little getting difficult to hold this up, but there's a little kind of graded walkway there that leads to the apartment door, so you can actually access this apartment from the city. And then actually, now we have the awning over the little robot headquarters here. So Ninjago City has a robot who apparently does the cleaning. So, okay. So there's that part. Let's see what we're going to put on here. Get this out of the way. Oh, Daniel is leaving. Thank you for watching. I'm glad you enjoyed. Take care of yourself. Oh, man. Okay, so we're making another building. Okay. Let's see here. What else did I get at PAX? Oh, I went over to the good folks at Limited Run Games. They produce, well, limited runs, short, small production runs of games for the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation Vita. For those who are familiar with them, you might know that it can be a little frustrating, if not extremely frustrating, ordering from them, just because they have such limited runs of their games. They tend to sell out within seconds of going online. Luckily, I've never had any problems. I've ordered a few games from them when they were ones that I was interested in. So I luckily never had any problem getting what I wanted from them. I know some people have, of course, which is unfortunate. But they have a booth at PAX where they have some copies of their games to sell. I don't know if they hold, in their limited production runs, if they hold a handful of copies back to sell at the expo like that. But they have some of their games there, and I picked up. I just picked up on a whim. What is it? Super Peng, I believe it's called, or something like that. I know it's Peng something or another. Peng might be slightly more familiar to you under its more common name, Buster Brothers. It's an old Capcom. I don't know if who specifically owns the rights to it at this point, but originally Buster Brothers was a Capcom game where you're shooting arrows up into the air to pop bubbles. But they did a new version for PS4, and I always enjoyed that game. So like I said, it was just kind of a whim. I'm here. This game is sold out online, but they had it right there in front of me, and yeah, sure, I liked it enough. I'll buy it and play it and see what it's like. So I bought that. But I also bought, this is what I was specifically going to limited run games to get, was a copy of Ys Origin for PS4. I'm a big fan of the Ys series, that is spelled Y-S. And this game came out digitally on the PS4, well, geez, a couple months ago, I guess, at this point. But, yeah, Limited Run Games just brought out a physical version, and they already sold it, and I actually ordered it online already. But I bought a copy at the show because it was like a special show exclusive cover or something. And then I'll probably just sell my duplicate copy or something. So I got those. Okay, let's see here. I need 3 lightsaber handles. 3 of these. I think these might officially be loudspeakers. You know, like you hold them to your mouth there, but I always used them for guns back when I was a kid, playing with the Space Legos. Space Lego sets. PAX was great. I'm assuming someone just tuning in. I've been talking about PAX most of this stream. So, if you missed the first, oh geez, I've been doing this for an hour. If you missed the first hour, you can go back and listen to me talk about PAX. But PAX was fun. PAX was great. I will give you a spoiler. But PAX was a lot of fun. I played a couple games I've been talking about. I picked up a couple freebies that they were giving out. Like I just finished talking about, I picked up oops, I just dropped a piece off the side of my table. There it is. Ooh. Ooh, and I have been sitting on this leg, and now it is asleep. But, let me see here. Okay. Again, just being super precise about where these pieces go. Okay. And there's that. And as this one goes here, I gotta find a better way to sit now. Ah, that hurts. But, let's see here. There we go. Are these all jutting out the correct ways? I guess so. Bowl. Well, yeah, it's kind of a bowl piece there. Another lightsaber. This green, I've been wondering what this was for. It's a green hair piece. And this little peg, let's see here, it goes like this. Let's see here. Just like that. Oh, so I take the lightsaber handle, plug it into this little pin piece. The pin piece goes into the bowl, and then the hairpiece clips onto the lightsaber, and you place that in the corner of what looks to be another apartment, and suddenly you have a houseplant, a potted houseplant, made out of a bowl and some hair. That's actually a pretty cute little building technique. Let's see, I need 4 1x3s. Two of these. There we go. And 2 mugs on the table. And a little teapot. Oh, there's, so you can have a little tea ceremony here in Ninjago City. This must be the tea ceremony room. And there we go. 4 of these. Oops. Dropped another piece. There she is. 4 pieces with the clip. And this guy, okay. So that goes there and that goes there. There it is. There we go. Oh yes. So where was I with packs? I got a pair of Mega Man headphones. They look like the ears on his helmet, which I mentioned. They also, the red cores of the ears light up. They have little LED lights. So they're cute. Let's see here. These. 2 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these, and 1 little bar. Okay. We have in this set coming up, we're going to be using 3 translucent. They look a little orange, but they're more kind of reddish orange, translucent minifigure heads. I have no idea what those are going to be used for, but probably something very clever, because this set has had some clever usage of parts between the hair to form the potted plant and the awning made of crowbars. This set has had some clever little building techniques. So let's see, I want this going up and down. Yes, up and down. I have these ridged pieces here. They go vertically one way, horizontal on the other side. But I want the vertical side. There we go. those, and then some this and the bar in between them. And here we go with another sticker. Sticker number 47. It is a decorative scroll with a tiger. Let's see here. Get into the light. Come on now. There we go. Okay. Come on. Let's see. Nintendo was at PAX. I went over by their booth, which was, as you could probably imagine, jam-packed with people wanting to play all of their games, so I just did not want to stand in line for 45 minutes or an hour, so I did not play any Mario Odyssey or whatever else they had over there. I forget what else they had. I know they were showing ARMS, and they probably had Splatoon there, but of course Mario was the big draw. But I did not get a chance to play it, unfortunately. Not that I'm not gonna buy it when it comes out. So let's see here. These two. That one I was just using. This one. Oh, and our door. Okay. Put our door right there. Oop. Oh, that door is not going to be stable in there yet. Let's see. 3. And there we go. Okay. These two go right there. And our top of the slider here to set our sliding door in place. That's a neat little mechanic. I know it's just a simple little sliding thing here, but it looks nice. Ooh, now we're making some decor for the outside of the building here. I gotta make 13 of these little gold clips. Ugh. Gold clips on gray bars. Gotta make 13 of those. There's 1, 2. Ooh, that's a little unstable yet. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Let me move this back out of the way. 8. 9. 10. 11. Oh, 12. And 13. Okay. That's all done. Oh, wow, we're on our last page here. 2 of those, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of these. Two. There we go. And there we go. Oh, I also picked up at PAX, just kind of wedged in here. I picked up a Nendoroid, a Mega Man Nendoroid. I have Mega Man in his standard colors, but this is him in his Metal Blade colors from Mega Man 2. And you can see there, comes with some metal blades that he can throw around. So I could not resist another Mega Man toy. Let's see here. Oh. We are putting flaps on here. There we go. Got the little curved flags on the edges, and then we'll have the straight ones. Oop. There we go. Like that. There we go. So that's we're making some more awnings. This one's kind of a neat idea just because it makes it seem like the awning is made up of a bunch of separate little flags, which is just a cute design and different from the awnings we've seen so far. So let's see, all of these. Oh, nice, the little gold accent marks you clipped on here. Not only just give it a nice little aesthetic when viewed from beneath, but it also gives a nice set level for your flags to go down, so they're not getting uneven or anything. Oh, and here come the clear minifigure heads. They are lanterns. I guess I could have guessed that had I thought about it, just because it's kind of a natural use for this particular kind of setting here. Let's see. Ah, and they are going to get stuck to the lightsabers sticking out of the sides here. So there we go. Can you see that? Let's get a nice lantern dangling over the side, and build them, and then I'll place the other ones on. There we go. And there we go. Get these lined up so they're not defying gravity. And now we're going to plug this one in. Let's see where that goes. We need to have this side facing me. And rotate around. We now have our tea ceremony room. And like before, the Little sliding door. You can't really see it here. I'll try and zoom in with the camera in a minute. The sliding door opens and closes there. That brings me to the end of the first of 3 instruction manuals for this set. Let's see, I have a handful of extra pieces. Let me put those in my little Ziploc baggie full of extra pieces. Lego does tend to provide extra tiny pieces here. This is not me forgetting a step. This is Lego just giving extra pieces. So let's see here. I'll take you through what we built today. Okay, let me steal my phone for a second. And switch that view around. There's something a little more pleasant to look at. Let's get into the lights. Yeah, so here is Ninjago City, what we built today. Well, this is what we built before. We have the this is the little robot house right here. This is the fish market. You have the not cell phone, payphone. Jeez, a little walkway out of the water. Let's rotate around past the bridge with some ads and signs on there. There's the main tower. Little crab decor. We have a dock here. This is going to be the elevator shaft to get up to the higher level. Level 2, we have the river, we have the little dock. Here's the opening door. I don't know if we can, there's the little robot hiding in there. And there is, it's a little shrouded in darkness now, but the fish market with the clever crowbar awning. And yeah, so here's today. We have again above the robots the apartment. You get a nice view of the awning there. Let's take us inside. You can see the decor, that little pattern that we made earlier. The window, there's our Ninjago TV. There's the dresser in the window. And again, let's rotate this around. We can get in there and see the bed. I guess these tan bricks are supposed to be pillows, I suppose. Here we have the sliding door. It opens and closes. There's your walkway. Not much of a walkway, but a walkway in between your buildings. The vine growing off the door. Let's head over here. And again, there's the door of the tea ceremony room. Opens and closes. There's here are those lanterns that we made out of the minifigure heads. Let's go. There we can flip up the flags there. You can go inside. There is the tiger. Let's get a good view of that. The tiger scroll hanging on the wall. You can see the tea ceremony table all set up there. A nice view of the river out the window. There's a little mat there for the minifigure. If minifigures could kneel, they could kneel on that. Yeah, the teacups, and there is our potted plant made out of the minifigure hair. And yeah, so there we go. Let's pan back out. Pan, I say, like I'm not just holding my phone. But yeah, there's our boat in the river, and I can put the other minifigures on. But yeah, we got the whole, what is known as the first level of Ninjago City built. We have 2 more levels to go. They will probably be even more complex than what we've seen here. But it should be fun to do. I'm assuming, given the tops of the buildings here, just those little jumpers for it to plug into, nothing to plug into here. I'm curious what's going on here, and then we gotta presumably finish this walkway to the second level. But the second level, I'm sure, will be built separately, and then pieces plugged in as we go. But yeah, there we go. That's the stream for today. This is geez, knocking on an hour and a half. This is the longest stream I've had. Probably will be getting longer streams once we get into the more complex designs in the upper levels. But yeah, there you go. I am Phil. Again, you can find me talking about video games at Player One Podcast. You can find me talking about toys, mostly Transformers and Lego, over at the Points of Articulation Podcast. You can follow me on Twitter at WhimsicalPhil, and yeah, I will be streaming some more, so I hope you tune in. I like I said at the start of the stream, I may not be as chatty in future episodes, but I hope you still enjoy. So thank you very much, and have a good day. I need a better sign off than that. Bye-bye.